good evening, Bulgaria, and good afternoon, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, and good afternoon, Texas and Las
Thank-
Vegas.
Yes,
Isn't it a
Oh.
funny world we're in with
I love it.
all these different time zones
I
everywhere?
love it. Yeah, it's
Me
great. It's
too.
great. So you are in Bulgaria
Well,
and you're
I'm
teaching.
really excited. I am teaching IPA comprehensive iridology level 1 and 2.
Very
Yeah,
good. Very
got
good.
a really lovely group of students. I've got a great translator who hopefully will continue over the next few years, and hopefully will build up iridology in this country.
Excellent. Well, we've got a wonderful iridologist to speak to today, Philippe
We do, and I
Zamora.
was really excited to when we met Felipe in San Diego recently.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's a very spirited man, and he's a wonderful
yes.
iridologist. And so this is going to be fun. We've never talked to Philippe before, so let's get to
No.
cracking in. You want to go for the first question?
Well, I do, and Felipe, I want to ask how long you've been doing iridology, but I also want to ask about your room. I'm fascinated with all the books behind you and the picture of Bernard Jensen, and so why don't you start with telling us about how long you've been doing iridology first?
When I started doing iridology was 1992. I was 23 years old.
Wow.
And in that time,
Wow.
this lady can do the exam in my eyes and intrigue me. She said, how is possible when I see all these problems? And after that, I started reading books, myself, a lot of books. They are related with Germany, where this priest went to Chile, Colombia, and they made one book. I think I have it here. I have it here ready. He made this book and his books. I think I pushed something. Oh, let me see. Okay, sorry. I pushed something in my mouth. I read this book called The Medicine Reach to Everybody, La Medicina Alcance de Todos, because I learned in Spanish first in 1992. In this book, I read it, and when he put Manuel Azeta Charam, he put a picture with the person, like microscope, seeing to the person's stomach. And this one intrigued me so much. This is like 5-6 books I read it in the night, and when I was eating, when I was sleeping, I cannot stop. And after that, in 1992, I went to one person. I don't know if maybe this one is also a long time ago. Salvador Rodriguez. Salvador Rodriguez was the first person I started with him. After that was Dr. De La Torre. Both those doctors, they already passed away. One was a teacher in Spanish, Dr. De La Torre, with Trinity College. That is where I studied also in Trinity, and I went to his institute, and he was for Spain. And the third one was Dr. Jensen. It's one of the times the last time I see Dr. Jensen was in the 2000, and it's when I met Dr. Helen 24 years ago. And in that's where I studied iridology. I was fascinated, passionate with iridology. I've been reading all these books about everything I tap in the books. I've been reading all the books in Spanish, Dr. Jensen, also all the books in English too, because my main background is in Spanish. All the brand iris, not the color iris, is completely different when you do an analysis. But in that time, intrigued me. It was my passion, the iridology. Everything about the person in Chile and in other countries in Central America and Spain was a completely, for me, something out of the world when I learned about iridology.
Yeah,
That's excellent.
fantastic.
Yeah. It's so funny that when we start, we don't know anything about iridology, but when it is intriguing to us, it's like we're a sponge and we can't get enough of it. So we just keep reading and
Absolutely.
studying, and all the eyes that we see, it's just something new to learn from. So I still feel the same way. I've been doing this almost 30 years, and I'm still so intrigued by every eye I see.
And this is the book that started with Dr. Jensen. He put in English, and I think he was in the 77. And 1992 was the last one that they made it. But also I had another books in iridology, and also I've been teaching iridology too, for the iridology number book 2 in Spanish. And I learned it by Dr. Salvador Rodriguez, because he also was a researcher. He was the person always practiced what he preached. Same thing like me. When we're learning all these therapies for Germany, Even to this day, I take cold showers. To this day, no
Mhm.
hot showers. I turn the
That's
showers
great.
Mhm. Mhm.
and everything. And I've been reading how, uh, so I think Sebastian Kinneth in Germany was impressing to me about the therapies, the clay, the water, the different parts of the body. That was when I started myself, all the natural therapies in that way. Everything about the thermogenesis in the body, calm the temperature. That is the way he was his philosophy. And teaching somebody in Chile, in another countries in Central South America, like 23 years ago.
Excellent. Excellent. So, Philippe, who
Yeah.
inspired you to become an iridologist?
I think the first one inspired me was the first person I take his first class was Salvador Rodriguez. But after that, I fell in love with all the studies with the Dr. Jensen too.
Yes.
I think Dr. Jensen was the main person, everything, and I studied his personality from the beginning and everything.
Excellent.
So tell us about the picture behind you. I'm fascinated.
Dr. Jensen,
Yeah.
this picture, you can see here, when I take his class, he looked at me because, he went through so many problems, cancer, the accident, the car, and everybody know his story. And he write it out here. And I think I put the date right there. I think it was in 2000. And always intrigued me because I saw him always smile.
Mhm.
He was so many charisma and showing humbly. Maybe not 100%, we have different personalities, but his personality was like learning, taking the information, writing. He died almost like he died. And some people, they are like that.
Mm.
In
Yeah.
always I keep it in my office because it give me inspiration about everything.
Exactly. Yes. That's wonderful. Well, Chris?
Fantastic. Well, Felipe, with all that you've seen, all the eyes that you've seen, what is your favorite iris sign?
Hmm. This is a very interesting question because I see everybody, when I see the examine the iris for a long time, I see more in the brown eyes than the blue one. Now the person is the same. And one of the intrigued me is the Jensen Iridology when I started Dr. Jensen, but after that changed, about the constitution iridology, what is the, Helen teach now, and also what in the past. But always intrigued me that things see different in iris, the fibers, and ask the question, the person is, they experiment this problem, that problem, always fascinate me how the person see in the eyes and say, wow, I think what Jesus Christ, the eyes is the window, the soul. It impressed me to
So,
this,
yeah.
how you make, I thinking, how God made in the iris the more precise map of the body, because I see all the technologies. Now we're in digital, even the people is forgetting about ideology because they put the hand, the title, and say the minerals and everything, the problem, but I'm not saying. There's some problems they cannot see. And also the bars with the people holding it and the computer, but always still myself about the ideology. Fascinating how the think different way with the old people that diagnostic. Even the more sometimes the X-rays, even they don't give you the credit because the pharma, the medical system, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it intrigues me so much about that.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, Philippe, if you will pick a number between 1 and 36, we have a mystery question for you, and we'd like to ask you this mystery question.
And number, let's see the
It's a
number.
fun.
It's a good question. So just pick a number between 1 and 36.
1 and 36. Let's see the number 16, 1 6.
Oh, 16 is a good number. That's a good number. Hold on just a minute. I'll get the question. This is a good question. Okay. When you're looking into the iris for iridology, where is the first place you like to start?
Always I start myself when I see the seven zones in the center. I start from the iris out, inside out. Because sometimes I think in a lot of problems from the area, the autonomic nervous system, the stomach, in another area is affecting everything. They always start from the center, and sometimes it start with the right eye and finish in the left eye.
That's exactly what I do. Very same.
Love it.
I start from the center and I work my way out.
Because learning to talk to the
Yeah.
people, I don't say nothing because sometimes they test us. They say, okay, here's my eye, look at my eye. Say, no, this is not the way we do it. This is not magic. This is not psychic. This is 100% scientist. And this is what we studied the fiber diet. Oh, okay. And start analyzing the iris, and I have my own graphics to the roof, everything, because I'm a researcher, and I make a good ones to take out all the information. And I try to not overwhelming the person when I find the main thing, because it's so much information, and I concentrate in the main things, and they say, yeah, this is where the problems I come.
That's right. That's right. Chris, what do you do?
Amazing. I usually start with the color. And then I'll look at the colorette. And then I'll look at, and basically after that, I'll look at three things that jump out at me. I'm not someone that looks at every single marking, because I try and focus on, that I notice most. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Well,
I feel the color gives us such an amazing amount of information we can give them. We can give them to do with their, their digestion, their, lifestyle advice and things. So I really always start there.
If I have someone ask me quickly, well, can you read my eyes? I'll tell them, no, we need an appointment, but tell me, let's see what color your eyes are. I'll tell you something from the color of your eyes that I see. And I'll just do something really quick. And it's one of the things I teach my students. When you do color constitution, and then you talk about potential predispositions that relate just to the color, you've already told the person a lot of detail at that point. And it's a lot of things that the person can say, yes, I understand what you're talking about now, or they can identify with a sluggish immune system or a lymphatic system or issues with their lungs and things like that. So, just looking at the color can be a lot of information.
Absolutely.
Very good.
We know the lymphatic system, the circulation, the allergies, some problems, and also the brain eyes. Myself, I've been there for years. A lot of brain eyes, because I think in Spanish, so many. And the fibers, you don't see what you see in the blue eye. Completely different when the person has problems with the kidneys, the liver problem in another area.
Yes.
Exactly. Myself, what I do, I forgot to mention, I had another picture. I have it outside because I got COVID. I closed my office and I moved my office to my house. This house has an office already, one of the bedrooms, and I use it. Here, I bring all my books here and everything. I bring it here, my iriscope and everything, and here. But I had outside one chart, and always the people see it that way to give an idea what is mean iridology. And I explain it how the 30 parts of one iris and another one where I can see the heart, and this one, and that way they had idea what is mean iridology.
Excellent. That's wonderful.
Yeah, great.
Well, Felipe, I wish you
Thank
much
you very
success
much,
in Las Vegas. Las Vegas is a town not known to be very, very healthy. So I hope that you're really making an impact for a lot of people in Las Vegas. Excellent.
Yeah, doing great work.
I saw, sorry interruption, joining the IPA, because before so many years, it's like 32 years. I think for a lot of years, I put it away because I went a situation and I quit my practice and everything. But after that, get my license back and everything. And now I'm in the level more right now, the level of teaching. I'm teaching already. I started lining up to teaching seminars in Spanish right now. And that's what I give you more people learning about iridology, because the people is forgetting about it. Plus, an internet, it has wrong information. They put 2-3 studies wrong. They criticize Dr. Jensen in one of the studies. and criticize another ideology, another studies. And that means that when the people go online, give you the wrong information, the medical system is putting down the ideology very bad because they don't want to, his business, because with this one we can see the truth, and the other ones they only concentrate in germs and chemicals to the body, so they don't concentrate in nutrition and detoxification.
Yes.
And the medical system is basically that.
It is very important for
Amazing.
iridologists to keep iridology true as the science that it is. So we never want to mislead people, but we want to convey the truth, and we want to help people get better and feel better by using iridology. And the only way that we're going to do that is to keep talking about it more and more and promoting it every day.
Yeah, because one time one person asked me, I said, when did they discover iridology? Because the people go online and say, oh, it's only 200 years. And I say, no, even one of the archaeologists, I think you guys know Howard Carter, when he opened the Tutankhamun tomb, he saw this and this place for the iris, silver place, handwriting the iris, and they have this, and what they find in his tomb, in Tutankhamun tomb. What does that mean? Thousands of years for China, maybe 5,000 years history.
Many years. It's
Yeah.
been going on since the beginning of time.
It has.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. Well, Philippe, we thank you for giving us an interview for Iridology Around the World. And we send you great blessings to Las Vegas, Nevada. And you just keep doing what you're doing, because you're making a wonderful difference.
Thank
You are. Thank you.
Interview, and I feel
Lovely to see you again, Philippe.
you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Bye-bye.
Philippe.
Okay, bye.